What is up, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between and on either side, including you beautiful attack helicopters? What is going on? I'm your wonderful host, Jack the Ripper, and welcome back to Battle Network News with another episode of Armor Reviews. Yes, after so long, and after I deleted those other two for reasons. But either way, let us continue on with the video. I will offer an explanation at some point. But for now, we're here for knives and cutlery. So today we have the Hoffman Richter HR15 tactical folding knife. It is 440C stainless steel. Pardon if you hear any scratching, that'd be my dogs. Ever curious of what I'm doing. It has a 4-inch blade with a 5-inch handle, totaling about 9 inches overall. Weighs about 9.8 ounces according to the official website. And feels pretty nice, looks nice. The handle is either aluminum or some kind of hardened plastic, I can't really tell, but it's secured with Torx screws, if I'm getting that correctly. It has a 300-pound lanyard tie and glass breaker, but we can't really test that unless we get some glass, and I don't really have the money for that. So we're going to run some basic tests on it. Now, I would do a paper test, but I don't really have any with me. I probably should have planned that out a little better. But we do have some paracord. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut this paracord, but we're not going to cut it with the serrated edge. We're going to cut it with the straight edge. So let's see how that goes. There's one length of paracord. That's actually pretty nice. That's one length. Now I have not sharpened this at all. I can't remember if I've taken it to a honing bar or not, but more or less this is just a factory edge, as far as I'm aware. It had an owner before me, but he never really used it. So, 2 lengths of paracord. Let's see how this does. I'm impressed. 2 lengths of paracord went through, no problem. This is 550 paracord, for those of you who are wondering. So now we move on to the big test. This is 3 lengths. 550 paracord. So, we had a miscut, but other than that, but I'm pretty impressed. So 3 lengths of paracord. Went through 1 easy, went through 2 easy, went through 3. It probably would have gone just as easy, or I probably messed up the cut. Do forgive me if you hear any planes. They're really annoying. Now, I actually had to stick the cut, but I will get there, and I will get that in a moment. But for now, we'll do this test. Now, this is something I haven't really seen anybody do. This is mariner's rope. You can find this like Home Depot, places like that. But this is supposed to be what you tie your boat off at the docks with. So we're going to run this pretty much the same test. Or is that using just the cutting edge? I have no doubt that the serration would go through. So let's see. Ready? Go. Wow. That actually went through pretty easy. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. So, just give me one moment. I actually have a stick nearby. Hi, welcome back. So, this is a piece of oak that I cut, or a piece of oak. This is young oak, as far as I can recall. Or rather, the oak itself was pretty young. I mean, I don't know if you can see the bush back there, or the bush itself growing, but let's see if we can sharpen the tip of the stick. I just cut it off yesterday, so it's still pretty fresh. Helicopters messing up my audio. I do really apologize. I can't really control what goes on around me. That's a piece of oak sharpened into a tip. I have got to say, I'm impressed with this knife. I say that because among internet circles that I've seen, most people regard this knife with skepticism because their customer department, or because the company, the Hoffman Richter, their company or manufacturer, doesn't really tell or give a lot of information about the knife. They won't give it specs, they won't give it Rockwell hardness. And it's not a cheap knife by any stretch. This knife right now, if I were to go on Amazon, would cost me about $120 to get. That's not including shipping. And I've checked Amazon, there's only 2 places that list this knife. I mean, heck, the website, their Hoffman Richter website links to an Amazon sales page. But yeah, so final thoughts based on utility. Went through all the paracord, went through the braided nylon rope, sharpened the stick for $120. I give it a, if I were to go on a general rating system, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's a nice knife. It's a bit of a weighty knife. Would I personally recommend it? Not really. There's just too much iffiness with the company itself for me to be able to recommend this knife to someone. If I could see this being worth maybe 20, maybe even $40. At maximum 50. But as far as my personal opinion goes, this thing is not worth 120. Alright. Sorry for the jump cut you just witnessed. The camera I'm recording on doesn't have a full length or full feature recording system. It lets me record like 9 minutes, 40 seconds at a time. So it cut off some of my rant. So, is this knife worth what you pay for? For $120, honestly, for me, it's not all that impressive. I could see this going for maybe at max $50, honestly. I mean, it's nothing overly fancy. I mean, it's just a liner lock folding knife that's got a bit of weight to it, which can be either a good thing or a bad thing. Not to mention the side on customer service. I've read numerous reports online of people saying that they could not get, or that when they got in contact with customer service and tried to get information on these, nobody would say anything. Nobody would tell the Rockwell hardness, the exact designer, or other bits of information. And I do apologize if you hear my dogs again. And I personally cannot recommend this knife. With how shady everything is with the customer service side of things, and with the parent company that owns it, I just can't recommend it with sound mind. But in the end, it's your money. If you think this will suit you, if you don't care about the whole customer service thing, if you like the look of the knife, then by all means, go ahead. If it works for you, it works for you. I mean, better to have a knife, even if it's kind of a bad one, than to not really have one at all. So, would I recommend it? No. Would I recommend it to, or would I recommend my friends to get one? No. So, overall rating, 3 out of 5 stars. 3 stars for just the blade. The 2 stars missing for the shadiness on the customer relations side of things. And yeah. So if you like what we do here, and you want to support what we do, considering becoming a member of our Patreon, prices range from $1, $5, $25, and $50. Limited numbers on the 25 and 50. 1 and 5 are unlimited. If you like the video, like it. If you want to tell us how we're doing, or have any recommendations for how we can test our knives a bit more thoroughly, then let us know in the comments section down below. If you want to see more, subscribe. So until next time, even if my head's being cut off in this video right now, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, and on either side, including those beautifully misunderstood attack helicopters, I am your wonderful host, Jack the Ripper, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.
If you like what I do, remember to support me on Patreon. Prices range from $1 to $50. And as always, this is your wonderful host, Jack the Ripper, signing off.